Morning, guys. We had an early one today. Woke up at 5:15 and you guys had a lot of requests for me to get that podcast up on iTunes, and I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried to put a podcast on iTunes, but holy moly, what a process. It's literally the most insane thing I've ever done. Since 7 o'clock I have been trying to do it. It is now 10 o'clock and it's still in the process in there. Things are downloading, things are uploading, I'm transferring and converting and blah blah bleep. I have to say though, Niso Hollywood is about to get the heaviest call out ever right now. We went to bed at 10 o'clock last night. It is now 10 o'clock in the morning. He made a quote to me that said, "I want to level up in this life so bad." He said it to me yesterday. Yeah, bud.
Yeah.
Trying to take this life to the next level, eh?
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock.
Yeww. I've been meditating this whole time. I woke up.
4 hours of meditating on the couch.
Yeah, what you know about 4-hour meditation?
I'm blowing you up, bro.
4-hour meditation, eh? Love it. Hey!
Before you let me go, how has the last 2 hours on the phone with me been?
I am very sorry to process it so long, and I also want this one for you to win the case, for you to not be frustrated again, and for you not to call us back again.
Oh, you're amazing. Oh my Lord. We did it. Woo! Alright guys, it is now 2 o'clock and I officially got my podcast being sent to iTunes for review. I had to get a subscription to Blueberry Podcasting or something, Libsyn, and a WordPress. So it somehow ended up costing a bunch of money, but I got my brother figuring out how to do it for even cheaper right now, and I'm just stoked that it is going to iTunes. But that was literally like a 5 or 6 hour process of getting that whole thing worked out, which was so insane. If anybody has any tips on how to do that for cheaper or easier, let me know. And then I somehow ended up spending 2 hours on the phone with my credit card company, just the craziest charges to my account, getting most of them all refunded. But anyways, back to the good stuff, aka mixed veggie GFB. We got peppers, we got broccoli, and then we got a couple eggs we're about to throw on top of it. Finish it up with the suja, and then I promised you guys 2 days ago that within 2 days I would do a trick tip for you. So my stomach's feeling a little weird because I went so hard all day yesterday. I gotta remember to keep it mellow. We're about to do, I believe, a frontside 360 tutorial because that was the most highly requested in the last video comments section. Before we jump into this tutorial, it is 3:30 and the amount of water left in this gallon is a clear indication of how much I have done for myself today, other than just... So we got the NanoCraft superfood that we're about to slam back to knock out some of this water, and then we are cruising to the Canon store, because Canon warehouse, because the lens that I sent back to get fixed is already done. So we're gonna grab that lens. It's gonna be the last errand we're running for now. Then we're gonna go to a park or something and start knocking out some of these challenges, do a little workout, get some sunlight on the body, organize this van, and then I got you guys. Sketch. She's back. Woo! We are back, feeling blazing, and time to do something for you guys. I promised a tutorial. The most requested was frontside 360, so today we are going to be teaching frontside 360 on a snowboard how to. And I'm not on snow, so I'm just gonna loop footage over this with myself talking. And I just want to always say, like I do before any of these videos, that this is just my take and the tips that I have on the way that I do my frontside 360s. This isn't mandatory, this isn't the only way. There's so many different ways and so many different styles, and everybody can approach a 360 however they want to, but basically there are some tips that will help you if you're stuck or if you're scrubbing that I can help you guys out with. And let's jump into this. The biggest thing that I would say, besides confidence and coming in with enough speed and making sure that you've already hit the jump and frontside 180'd it and cleared it with grabs many times, is the edging. A lot of people have scrub issues when they take off on a frontside 360, or they have a problem where they're drifting too far either to the left or to the right. And the way to fix that is the way that you approach a frontside 360 on a snowboard. A lot of people will get on their heel edge too early. So my tip for that is, when you're coming in, you want to stay on your toe edge as late and as long as you can going up the kicker, almost to the point where you're gonna go to the right, looking like you're gonna go backside spin. And this whole video, by the way, when I say left and right, I'm talking about from a regular rider's perspective. Sorry, I should have said that first. But so you're gonna look like you're going to the right on your toe edge as late as you can, and then before the end of the kicker you want to switch to your heel edge, and that'll make so that the nose of your board, which was pointed past backside, when you switch to your heel edge, it's gonna bring it to straight zero, and then your nose and your whole board is gonna be pointing straight, which is the way you want to take off on the jump. So wait as long as you can on your toe edge going up the kicker. Last second, switch to your heel edge. That's a huge tip. Now that you're on your heel edge, depending on the size of the jump is where the whole shoulder thing comes in, and it's really up to you how much you pop or how much you spin your head. But basically you want to learn this on a side hit, just a tiny little jump off the side of a trail that brings you back into the regular trail on your heel edge, so that you're locked in and you're forced going that way and you're not worried about clearing the jump. But once you have stepped it up and you are hitting jumps of reasonable size, the size does not matter as long as your pop and your head gets your eyes around to the landing. So when you're coming in and you switch to that heel edge, you want to make sure that your board is locked in and your lower body stays exactly where it is. You pop with your lower body because you were a little crouched. So once you pop, your head and your front left shoulder is going to bring your whole vision and your whole body around to spot the landing immediately. If it's a small jump, you can initiate a little bit more, but the biggest tip and the biggest advice that I can give on a frontside 360 is that if you get your head around to spot the landing, then your lower body is completely behind you, and you have your core to bring your lower body depending on whether the landing is coming up short or coming up in a long time. So if the landing is coming up quick and you popped your front 360 and your head and your front shoulder is looking at the landing, you can use your core to twist your legs around and bring it to the landing. Core is huge on a frontside 360. The bigger you go with this trick, the more you can slow it down. But just know that if you pop and you get your arm, your front shoulder open and your head around, as soon as you pop off the jump, you should basically be able to see the landing. And then your lower body hasn't really done any of the trick yet. So you can hold your grab and just let it float, let it float, let it float. And even if you're gonna overshoot, you can open up and leave your lower body behind you and fight it and just land on your toe edge and ride it out. But there isn't really too many details to go into on a frontside 360. So all you really have to remember is those things. And then the last tip I would have is, if you're having issues going underneath and you're kind of flipping out and you're landing on your stomach and you're putting your hands out, that's because when you are coming into the jump, you have to stand upright. if you want to do a cork 360, you have to initiate and you have to have the confidence and the commitment to go for that 360 because it will come around. It's scary and it's blind and it looks like you're gonna land on your head, but if you commit to that, you will land that way. If you don't do that and you just come off the kicker and you throw your head down into the side, you're gonna go cork and you're gonna open up and you're gonna land on your stomach and you're not gonna know why. And I'm telling you why right now. The reason is because you are dipping and throwing your head back. Stand upright and make sure that when you pop with enough power from both of your legs upwards. Twist your upper body, don't dip your upper body. So that's pretty much it. Heel edge as late as you can. Toe edge, toe edge, toe edge, heel edge. Pop off your heel edge, make sure your upper body is above your lower body. Athletic stance, they call it. Make sure your posture is good. Turn your head, turn your shoulder, and then obviously the next advanced step would be to pull your knees up, grab Indy or something, which I think is the coolest looking frontside 360 when you float it over a big jump. And as soon as you pop, you're pretty much done with the trick. The only thing you gotta do is wait, and you wait while looking at the landing with your eyes, and then you pull your core around to stomp it however long or however short or quick or fast the landing's coming up. That literally can depend on any jump, and that's why the frontside 360 is so awesome, because you can pretty much do it over anything. It's one of my safety tricks. I do it over 70, 80 foot gaps if that's what I'm gonna test it out. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys got something out of it. I'm not the biggest or the most well-known channel for tutorials, but I am trying to get better at them. So leave some tips, leave some advice of what I can do to make these videos better. And if you have any tips as well on frontside 360s, let the boys know in the comment section. You guys are always running up and chatting in there. And if you're wondering, I did a backside 360 tutorial video already. I'll leave the link to that right here and below in the description. And yeah, to address the off the toes comments that I'm sure we're gonna get a lot of, that's a completely different trick. We will get to that at another time. Frontside 360 is done off your heels. If you do it off your toes, it's a completely different trick. So we are just doing these things one at a time. We did the back three, we did the front three. Next maybe is a back one. Let me know what else you wanna see for tutorials. We are about to go hit up the farmer's market and keep this day moving. Much love, guys.
Gracias.
Buen día.
También.
Alright, that is pretty much a wrap on today. The sun is going down. I'm about to go inside. I got all this blazing food here. Whip up some solid meal prep. We got the lens back in action, and then tomorrow I gotta break down to you guys a couple boxes, and I also tonight have to just clean this absolutely insane setup back. Wait a minute, what? Oh my gosh, I forgot. You can just do that with the vlog. All right, going inside. See you guys tomorrow.